Welcome to the unofficial Draft Top training video. My name's Armin Ferranti. I'm one of the co-creators of Draft Top. Sean and I figured we would put this together to show you a little bit more about the tool and how it works. This is far from a professional level video. I have notes just below the camera, and you won't get the ShamWow experience with what I'm doing. So let me open up a couple cans for you just to show you how it works. But that's it. Removes the top completely. In some cases it will leave it in, some cases it won't work perfect every time, but it's not the point. The point is to open the top of the can, not to remove the lid. It's a technique-based tool that, although it looks like I might be using a lot of force, does not require a lot of force to use. It's purely technique. Much like riding a bike, it is the most frustrating experience you possibly can have until you learn how to ride the bike. Same thing with this. It's not a tool that requires practice. A little bit about the tool. The tool is made of stainless, aluminum, and brass components. It has a real wood cover to it. It was assembled with some play in there, and that play kind of allows for the occasional drying or syrup of beer or soda. But for the most part, the tool should be cleaned with warm water, soap if you need it. You can run it under water all you want. Don't put it in the dishwasher because you'll likely crack the wood cover, and then just hand dry it. Looking at the tool, you got the obvious sign of the bottle opener. These are what we're referring to as splitters. These are the things that actually split the can open. They are not sharp. You can see I'm rubbing my finger on them. You have to go out of your way to cut yourself with one of these. But the concept is relatively simple. When the leverage arm opens up, all four splitters center themselves in the middle so you can place it on the can, and when you squeeze, it displaces all four of them out simultaneously to puncture the rim of the can. In the process of doing so, it actually pushes the cuts outward so that they're not in the way of... let me show you a little bit about the cans. The can you want to hold, there's two different types of cans actually. One with a beveled top. It's much easier to cut than one without the beveled top. It's got a straight top here, and this is Modelo, Amstel, Heineken. It is a little bit more difficult. This one does require a little bit more pressure to use, in which case you're going to grab lower on this leverage arm to do so. And as you squeeze, you're going to rotate in. This one almost takes a little bit more than the typical 90 degrees, but that's that. Now, the leverage arm also doubles for the purpose of pushing the lid down to open the top of the can. You don't need to get the lid out. This is what makes the beer experience better, is being able to smell the liquid that you're drinking. Now, let's take a look at the can itself. So you want to be able to hold the can in two spots. Mainly, the first spot, what I would practice with, is putting the can around your hand around the top of the can, close to the rim where you grip. That's where the most structure is. It's kind of that concept of crushing an egg. If you squeeze it evenly, you can't do it. Well, the same exists with the can. If you grab it anywhere in the middle, you will spray beer out the top and crush the can. And then the tool doesn't work at that point because the lid or the rim deforms. You can also hold it at the bottom. Here again. But just to show you that there's very little strength and more so technique, you can see here, I'm just going to use one finger, grip the can where I need it to be gripped, and that's it. The lid's floating. Could have used a ShamWow for this. Just to show you the left-hand scenario. That's it. It might look like there's a lot of liquid splashing, because there is, but this is usually not the case. I think I'm rushing to try and show a number of scenarios. And dropping the can. Gotta try it again. Take 4. Very nice. You want to do a safety check right before you drink. You just want to look inside to make sure. If you did the cut properly and it was only 90 degrees, the likelihood of having any issues is small to none. But for the most part, you can see that here on an empty can, there's nothing that's in there that's sharp. Same with the lid. The lid has a very dull edge to it. You could probably go out of your way and cut yourself, but try not to. I'm going to show you one last can. I'm going to try and do it with as little pressure as possible. But put the lid on, shake it side to side, one finger, kind of grab here, and that's it. You can almost hear the noise of it popping the way it's supposed to. I don't know if you can see that, but that's it. Hope you enjoyed the tool. Thank you.